Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mauricio here with another review. And today we're going to be looking at Newage's H23 Darius, their interpretation of Galvatron. But before we get into the review, let's take a look at some of their accessories. He comes with 3 sets of hands, purple plastic. He has the 2 jazz hands, 2 pointing finger hands, and then the 2 holding hands that came on the figure in the opening footage. He comes with his matrix on a chain. It's nice, like metallic orange with a nice blue silver paint. Nicely done. Comes with a handgun from that one episode where he's building a gun to escape. I believe this is painted. I don't think it's plastic, unless it's a shiny plastic. But it's very well sculpted. He comes with 3 faces. The one that you saw in his opening, in the opening footage. He's got this serious face. He's got this looking face, nice red eyes with the goatee. And the one in the opening footage, he's got a grinning face, which I'll show you later. He also has his hand cannon, his arm cannon, nicely painted in this metallic orange. And this does come apart. That's for transformation. We'll get to that point later, but it's very nicely colored. Now let's take a look at the figure. So let's bring him close. Let's look at his face sculpt. This is the 3rd face that we were talking about. Nice grin, red eyes, white paint, silver for the goatee. Head does go all the way around. Let me remove this matrix. It's hindering his movement. So he can look up a little bit, look down, and then a little bit of attitude. He's got nice paint on the shoulders, silver paint, white paint, red paint, some silver paint around the neck, red paint and silver paint right here for the abdomen. On the belt, he's got silver paint with some red paint. He has the waist swivel, no ab crunch. For the arms, and go out that far. It goes all the way around. It's got double jointed. He's got some silver paint right there. Gunmetal paint for the threads. Flaps articulate up and down. So he can do the full splits. Kicks up that far. Kicks back that far. He's got double jointed knee. His hip skirts have red paint on them. Red paint. I think they're painted gray as well. It's got red and metallic paint on the knees, down the chins. The feet articulate a little bit up, down, a rocker, and toe tilt up due to transformation. He does have a thigh swivel, so he's very well posable. And he cleans up fairly well from the back. He's got more paint back here. So this guy's all decked out. So now some size comparisons. Iron Factory. Magic Square. McFan toys. So it's not bad. You can make them work in a lot of your Legends collections. So let's get into transformation. First, what we're going to do is remove this cannon, put it over here, and then what are we going to do? We are going to unhook the arms right there. Let's lift up these skirts. Let's turn this around already. We're gonna open all this up down here. Let me get my tool. So we're gonna split the legs. What we're gonna do is bend at the knee, and it's gonna split, and it'll just open up, it'll accordion out. Then you're gonna turn this 180. Then there's a hinge right here, and you're gonna move it up, and there's a little tab right here, and it's gonna tab right into there. So we're gonna accordion that out. Get all this out of the way. Let's see if you guys can see. So this tab right here is gonna hook into that tab right there. I don't know if you got all that. But it should look something like this. Then your knee should be straight up on the back. And now all we're gonna do is the same thing for the other side. We're not gonna close this yet because these two are gonna tap together in a minute. So we're gonna bend the knee. We're gonna open all this up, accordion all that out. Make sure on that double hinge, you're gonna rock it forward. Make sure your knee is flush with the back. And you're gonna tab it right there. And then these two tap together. So you should have something like this. Grab this foot and rotate it 180. So you should have something like this. Now we're just gonna close all of this. This is gonna close, and this is gonna close. And one thing that bugs me about this particular figure, it's very well sculpted. Looks great in robot mode, but transforming, there's not a lot of places to tap things. So these just lay there. You know, there's nothing that tabs them together or onto the back. They just lay there. So you should have this, a mini Galvatron. All right. Now what we're gonna do is work on the upper body. So you have this done so far. What we're gonna do is turn them around, unpeg this, bring this down, bring this up, fold them down, bring this out of the way, and then we're gonna try to turn his head so it can be in the middle here. So this is the tricky part, because you got to get all this stuff out of the way. So we're just turning. So now his face is facing his chest. All right, so we should have something like this. Now what we're gonna do is fold him. And his little crest right here should go into that little slot right there. Right, perfect. So that's how that should look. Now we are going to see these little hooks right here. There's one on each side. They don't really serve any purpose, but it tells you to take them out, because supposedly that's where the arms are going to hook up to later, but they don't really hook up to anything. You'll see in a minute. So I'm going to pull them out. Should look like that. All right, this little butterfly here. We're gonna unfold it. Just unfolds, and then it pegs. There's a peg right here. Sorry, see this little yellow peg right here? It's gonna peg right in here on both sides. But we forgot to rotate the whole thing around in order for that to work out. There you go. So you should have your chest with the handle. The face should be facing down. And now you can peg all this together. This stays up. You'll feel it peg in. Fold this down. Alright, that's in there. Now you grab these little wings and unfold them even more. So you should have something like this. You're going to try to straighten this out, and this will peg right in there. This peg goes into, I don't know if you can see, into this hole right there. Right there. And you'll hear it snapping. There it is. Try to move all this down. This goes in there, that goes in there. Try to make sure everything's nice and flush. See, it's starting to begin to take shape. I'm just trying to align the arms perfectly here, because it's just harder to do. There we go. All right, so that's that. Now we're going to work on the arms. So you fold them like this when they're double hinge. There's a little piece right here that you have to pop out. So you pop that out, and then you just rotate it. And it's supposed to peg in right there. Sorry. Peg in right there. But for some reason my copy doesn't allow it to, so I just let it sit right there. Same for the other side. Fold it. Pull this little piece up. Turn it 180. And then you should have almost done. We're almost at the home stretch, guys. Grab this piece, pull it out. That goes right in there. And this part goes right in here. And there you go. You have a little Galvatron, all transformed. Now for some size comparisons. Iron Factory. Hasbro car. McFan toys. So the McFan toys isn't that bad either, man. He doesn't look that bad. I mean, so you have options for Galvatron. So final thoughts. Yeah, he's a recommend for me. I personally like him because he scales well with Megatron. This other one, I mean, he was great. Nothing wrong with him. He's just a tad bit taller. So now he sits with my Legends Plus Megatron, which is the Jim Bao Megatron. But if he's going up for like $70 US right now and climbing. So as an alternative, I think this guy's like 30-35 bucks. So he's not bad. If that's your deal. The only thing about him is that his transformation is a little bit, you know, it's not too fun, you know. But again, Newage knocked it out of the park with the paint job, the articulation, and the look. The transformation again wasn't too much fun for me, but again, he's got all these accessories that this one didn't come with. You know, all he came was with the Matrix. That's about it. But this one's got faces, he's got hands, you know, he can actually articulate his wrists and his arms better. So he fits well in my collection. So yeah, if that's what you're looking for, if that's what, you know, you prefer and you can afford something like that, then yeah, it's a highly recommended figure for me. So that's about it for the review. I hope you liked it. Again, if you guys want us to review something that we haven't reviewed already or something that you're interested in reviewing, we'll try to do our best to get it out there for you. Until that next time, you know, peace.